Okay, so ski mountaineering has had a massive increase, lots of new people getting into the sport, so more and more clients are looking for a good entry-level boot, and for Scarpa, here it is here, it's called the Avant. The Avant comes in at £240, so it's a good price point actually, but it has all the features that you need for a ski mountaineering boot. They being basically a Vibram sole unit on the base of the boot here. You're going to need to occasionally strap your skis to the base of to the side of your rucksacks and go up into coils. So to have a plastic sole would be disastrous, but to have a Vibram sole like this, you're going to feel a lot more positive. And of course, they'll take a crampon. You'll notice that the boot actually has what we call a rocker on it. So from the midsole to the end of the boot, it curves over really nicely. This actually helps and assists the walking mode. Looking to the back of the boot here, you'll see there's a little clip here that clips down and up. When we clip it up into the up motion, this is generally for when you're skinning along the flats or walking with your skis, and it basically allows the boot to articulate in more of a walking kind of fashion like that. When you're ready to go down the hill, it's a case of flicking this all the way down, and the boot locks down into a stiffer flex and gives you a bit more support and stability. It's a 3-clip boot option, so a nice simplicity itself, and very, very deep teeth all the way through the boot. They've got little micro adjusters here on the front of the buckle, so by twisting them it will shorten and lengthen the buckle to give a more secure fit, or indeed going the other way, allowing the foot to just breathe a little bit more. You've got a little retainer strapped down here which will actually push the heel into the back of the boot. Tend to find when you're on the flats you have this nice and stiff down at the bottom, nice and tight, and the upper will be a bit looser, but when we're going downhill we like to crank everything down. Just a case of lifting up the tab here and that will open the actual buckle, so just lift up and slide away. There's a power strap on the top here again. You'll see this in quite a lot of the boots that Scarpa do, and the power strap there is, once again, if we're going downhill you can actually crank everything down and get a lot of shin support there. On this boot it comes with just a standard liner, and that basically means that it's a non-mouldable liner. So when we're buying these boots, very much a case of we will measure your feet correctly, we do all the right things to achieve the best possible fit, but they are not a mouldable liner, and that's kind of reflected in the price. But what they are is they're a very, very sturdy liner. Come with the laces onto the front here, which also aid in getting the really, really nice fit onto the boot, and the sole units here are actually protected again, so fantastic if it's your first tour out to the Alps and you're bashing around huts, or you're in a tented sort of area and you're using this as your main sort of means of getting around. So very, very sturdy rig and a great entry level option.